When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Time to save the city.
Matter because Harvey's just gonna turn into Two-Face anyway.
Yeah, it was like,
and he's gonna be a bad guy,
he
and
might
he'll go
like
off and do his own
think about
thing.
it a little harder because we were like, you have integrity and you should be a good person, or when we think you're a good person, but he's still gonna be Two-Face.
Yeah,
we all know the story.
All right, is it? Oh, okay. So as long as it's just kind of loading. Do you have any predictions as to what villains we're gonna get besides Two-Face? Because we already have Two-Face.
Well, we already have Catwoman.
Yeah, we have Catwoman, and we're gonna get Two-Face.
I mean, I'm assuming we'll probably see Joker at some point.
Yeah, they would.
They wouldn't
a Batman,
do a Batman
game doesn't
without
get
the
put into
Joker.
production without the Joker.
I would love to
They don't have the
see,
balls to do anything else.
particularly because this game has the ability to put puzzles in there for you to kind of deal with and figure out and run around solving. I would like to
Enigma?
see, yeah, I would like to see Edward Nigma. I would like to see the Riddler, but we will see.
I think we'll see probably like, because remember there's 2 series of this.
Mm-hmm.
They will. I imagine we'll probably. That's probably a good point. We'll probably see Riddler, but I think he won't be Riddler yet. I think he'll be Enigma.
Yeah.
Then we'll see Riddler later. Joker will be in it. I will
Joker
just
will
go
be
ahead
in
and
it.
I'll just bet my paycheck now.
Yay.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Harvey, or not Harvey, Freeze is probably not going to be in this.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's the sleuthing that you wanted.
Yeah.
Your detective work. Codex entries. Oh, this is just like... Oh, okay. I take it back. This is not sleuthing.
Mayor of Gotham. Cat burglar. We don't know her name yet.
No, apparently not.
I mean, we just met her.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Oswald.
He's like thin and handsome.
He is. It's quite the
Oh, that was
opposite.
he was the one that was all drunky
The
at
one
the
that was
party.
all drunk.
It was hidden in the drink
Oh,
card. That's
yeah.
him.
Because what did Batman say?
He was just questioning like if that was Oz. Or
Oh, yeah, he
not.
said Oz. Yeah.
As in
Oswald.
Oswald. So yeah, okay.
Is that him?
Penguin will be in it.
He will.
Think we'll get Christopher Walken? the most famous Batman villain, Max Shrek. All right. Well. Okay. Oh, so that was the computer, the codex. Maybe this left one on the left. Oh. There you go.
Oh, I'm so bad at like lining stuff up.
Well, for building for this.
You're Batman. You should know that information is very important. Oh, did you put that in your pocket? Analyze the data drive. Okay.
Eeh.
Oh, okay.
Wow. It's a chair that comes from nowhere.
That's why we don't lose so
That's the
much.
dream.
The chair that appears as if from nowhere. This is Barca Lounger.
Yes. I wish that's what would have appeared.
Yeah. Oh, well, give up
Let's
then.
figure it out.
Two kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here. In a dark,
Oh, we
damp
should really
cave,
utilize like the basketball court and stuff.
in front
Right.
of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house. You know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that cat woman tried to steal?
Well, in the
Their banter
process,
is alright. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
It's a loading screen, Alfred. See, in computer systems that are as
Wow.
old as you, this is what we had to do. To rotate the hologram, use the left stick. Ooh, that's a little stuttery. Okay. And then I assume is that the right stick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright.
This is a map of the east side shoreline.
Oh.
It could mean any number of things. Money, weapons,
What?
drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files.
He like seriously considered the laundry angle.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I
Play
could.
Joust.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar.
Or like
I
that
had to literally
mine
pry Mrs.
field
Zell
game.
back away.
Minesweeper.
But
Yeah.
I'm pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone.
Pinball?
Before the
Yeah.
game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fist fights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah. Thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined
Oh, we know.
Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it's
P.S. Remember that time when Alfred shot the Predator with a blunderbuss? That's a real thing.
People like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before.
Oh, there's her
Hopefully
neighbors.
she's
Yep.
just a tourist.
I apologize.
No, I already checked the
If
codex.
that picks up.
Yeah. If you can hear them, we're
Much to
sorry.
find,
They yell about
apparently.
God knows what.
Few burglaries, break-ins.
Everything.
Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two.
Her dossier said petty
You can't
larceny.
step outside without it ending
But,
up
like,
in the news lately.
My understanding of larceny is that you can't just, you either go big or you don't.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. The guy's
Look,
exhausted.
oh, it's the bass suit. I
After
was
the press conference
in the
tomorrow,
background.
your calendar
I was
is
confused.
Exhausted then.
Who was that?
Oh, who's that just standing
I
there?
don't mean to beat a dead argument,
Oh, it's
but
the
No
Batman.
one's gonna figure it out. Trust me.
Miss Vale
Yeah,
knows
we're in
the
episode
issues,
1.
so
Clearly, we're in like
if they
way
put it
past
together
anyone's
with the
suspicion.
incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
But I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking up.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. Though I'm not partial to heights.
Bless him.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
What if this was your first introduction?
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were
You went to
thick as
grade
thieves.
school.
Right?
Oswald, however,
With
took that role
Penguin?
more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints.
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Fortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling.
Troubling.
Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a
Yeah.
coincidence.
Oswald's
weird.
crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but he's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
I was just saying, what if this was your first introduction to, like, the world of Batman?
Yeah.
Like, surely you've, probably at least heard of him. I'm just imagining, like, going through this. What if this was the first time you were seeing anything Batman related?
I don't know what you would think.
Yeah.
It'd be really strange.
You'd be like, I mean, it's fine. It's nothing too memorable. Like, we look at Harvey and we're like, hey, it's Harvey!
Hey, it's Harvey!
And we know everything there, but, like,
yeah.
so far, if I didn't know anything about, like, Batman, I'd be like, it's just some douchebag.
Yeah.
Just some guy.
And, like, on it, because,
Alright,
like,
boss.
Bruce Wayne is just kind of a tool.
Yeah. This is also odd, too, for him to just meander out just as Bruce Wayne into, like, this middle of nowhere part of Gotham. No one spotted him. I don't know.
What did it say, Wayne?
Wayne shuns Falcone.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Already-
Shun.
Already a paper out about it.
Right, night of.
Yeah. Apparently, off the record doesn't mean what we thought it meant to a certain someone.
Right.
There you go. Whoa. That was weird.
I'd have to adjust really
There was
quick.
a hard switch. Yeah, homeless person.
Sir, are you okay? That's not a homeless person. I mean, it is, but...
It's not what a homeless person looks like.
Thank you, sir.
Great, now they're all gonna come over here.
It's terrible.
Great job.
Great job.
Good job, Mary.
Well, I'm a nice lady.
I didn't think to bring one of my
Many
many
coats.
fur coats. I only
Or
brought,
gloves.
I only brought this shirt that's too small for me. So I could show off my rippling pecs.
I got a text. Oh.
Great. There's a statue, but no Oz.
Well, he did
He-
say
yeah,
he
that
was
he's
running
running
late.
late.
That's
That's what that means.
typically what that means. Oh. It's bigger than I thought it was. Than I thought it was
Right?
at
I
first
thought it
glance.
was little.
Yeah. What was that thing we watched where, like, they were looking at all the Batman villains and they get to Penguin, they were like, he has nothing to do with Batman. All of the other villains have some kind of parallel in some way,
Yeah.
and the only parallel they have that Penguin has with Batman is that they're both rich.
Yeah.
No, that's it. He has like an umbrella fetish. I was like, yeah, I mean, at least, and this was somebody who had been working in like the comics industry, so I felt like validated that they felt the same way I did. Of like, Penguin's dumb. I mean, he's not dumb, but like, like Batman and Scarecrow, there's a common ground there. Joker and Batman, they're the antithesis of each other. There's some kind of something there. With Penguin, it's always just like, they were black,
Right.
I guess. I guess both bats and penguins get mistaken for a different thing. All like, oh, penguins aren't birds, or bats aren't rats. They're mammals. They're not rodents. And,
Yeah.
people do that with penguins sometimes too.
Watch, wallet, cash. This goes through you.
Great.
You heard it, man. The hell are you waiting for?
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
Look at him. He literally doesn't have a watch on his wrist.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. In the moment! Come here. Think that'll
Oh.
do?
Oops. I pushed the circle. I don't know the buttons.
Oh yeah, hyper tag team combo finish.
Be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
That's really.
Oh.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh. That
Alright, well,
person is dead.
That wasn't his fault.
Mine! You hear that? Oh,
Oz.
hey Bruce. You've got a little, hair. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Thanks for the backup.
I yanked
I
you
don't
away
think
from
he
your
really
bloody
did.
ivory
No.
tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
That's very thoughtful of you.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
You guys have each other's cell phones though.
Right.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right
Or
now,
cell phone numbers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune.
This is what you call exposition.
Right.
No, Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circle.
His parents are dead.
Yeah.
That's not.
Round the world vacations, unlimited potential.
I wouldn't
My
say he
parents
got
are
it
gone too,
good.
Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I had my own funerals to attend.
I mean, that's
Give me another
fine.
chance, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself.
Well,
Although,
isn't that
I
good?
was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face.
Kind of like you.
Yeah.
Because you were there.
Falcone
Bruce had
makes
no idea.
casual corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And
Oh,
maybe a treat.
his coat forgot to be in the scene for a second.
Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned.
You sure
Things are gonna
did.
be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And
Oh,
I'm
here it is.
Yep.
When old friends you haven't seen in a long time talk
Which
about
brings me to you.
a revolution,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Throw
a
rock in any
it's
direction,
kind of a
you break a
telltale sign.
We can't be friends.
Listen, gonna smash windows and cross off names
Oh.
all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you.
When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Sure. Okay.
Rocks to collect.
Diamonds?
Sure.
He's gonna go rob something? Why is there a press conference for the hospital that's starting around
7 a.m.?
Yeah, like 7 a.m.
Yeah. It's a minor detail, but him being late also
Yeah.
could have been a reason for that.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been a convenient excuse for him to show up mid-fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't need there to be a press conference.
No.
I mean, the scene's over. You could have just cut.
Look at him showing up in his Lamborghini.
Red
Mr.
means
Wayne, over
danger.
here, right here.
This way.
That's why I drive a red car. It's not.
Danger.
Wow, what a great opportunity to influence tens of people.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent. Hey,
Hell of a
Bruce,
press conference.
Right.
Mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here.
Really?
Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And we're still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum
Okay, well,
is
not
a
now.
cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care
That was
facility.
kind of cute. I like that.
One that will improve the well-being
That was a very
of Gotham
human thing
and its
to give
citizens
Bruce.
for
Yeah.
years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Oh, right. We had something we wanted to
My
say
parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood,
at this press conference that
sweat,
we just
and
found out was
tears
happening.
in
Right.
Is that what it's going to look like?
You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask.
One of the reporters in the back.
Hero.
We've heard it before.
We know.
People from
You
injustice.
give the same speech every time.
Every time that he has a press conference he's forgotten about, he just
My
gives this
parents
story.
paid
Yeah.
the ultimate
I just
cost
go,
of
oh
defending
god,
me
here we
from
go
a man
again.
who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. With this facility and our next mayor, my hope is in Harvey. To make
So
sure
if you
a
had
night
picked
like
a different
that
slogan, do you think
never
that slogan would have
happens
been
again.
Probably.
in that spot?
Today, on the anniversary of that
I mean, I guess
fateful
it's
night,
actually kind of a
we
good
dedicate
one
this
because it doesn't
facility to
feel
Thomas
like
and
a
Martha Wayne,
catchphrase.
and
It
Yeah.
feels like a
usher
natural
in a new era of
sentence
healing
to
for
say.
Gotham.
Like you would act like it's not a weird thing to
Yeah.
say. It's
You-
not like
You don't feel like a robot.
Harvey
saying it.
Dent, the one who saved us all.
Sure,
Yeah.
you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy.
We didn't decide on this
Can
beforehand.
do
Right.
better. All right, who's up next?
Whoa,
You
what
there.
was that?
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You and Mr. Dent even spoke with him behind closed doors.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an
There you go.
unwelcome.
Did you see Harvey go like this?
Like,
Just.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
Some of the stock voices.
I don't
Oh,
comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne, Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
All right, this press conference is over.
Mr. Wayne, Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
like that dude that's just in a baseball cap in the front.
About this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my
Oh,
territory.
really?
Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Nope.
Looking for, well,
Evidence
of some. Okay.
to support the claims of dirty
It's
money.
an offshore
I suppose.
account, though.
Yeah, like
there's not gonna be anything in there. Like, a bookie wouldn't keep that stuff on
on their
sites.
property. Yeah.
Do you think a multi-billion-dollar Playboy is gonna keep it on hand?
Hey, careful. Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city. Every battle's up.
It's hard to be a good cop in this city, I think is what you mean to say.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they.
Lots of cops get paid off in Gotham.
Of course, sir.
I like the idea of Alfred,
I meant what I
like,
said about
bossing the cops around.
Right? Like, nope, put it
There are
down.
Files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive.
And what do you expect to find?
That's for our analysts back at the precinct to figure out. You can't comment.
No.
It's a valid warrant.
I mean, you don't have to comment, but
Mayor Hill signed off on this himself.
Of course he did.
As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Okay, so you just do whatever Mayor Hill says.
Hill and we have a vested interest to keep things professional.
that sounds like blackmail.
Doesn't mean I like to
That sounds like fucking blackmail.
I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think
I really
find
read that
fair
as
things
conviction
around for
stick.
us.
Yeah.
For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.